So to practice staff pose, stretch your legs out in front of you. Walk back on your sit bones, so you're trying to find those sit bones as your base. So rather than sitting back on your bottom here, you really almost like lean forward and lift up from that point. If you want to, you can come back against the wall. Just make sure that you're as close in to the wall or whatever you're leaning against, maybe the front of the sofa, as possible. If you end up with a gap here, then you're going to be curving and you're trying to really draw your core in. So you're trying to engage the core, drawing the tummy back a little. So if you're working against the wall to begin with, it's always good to start here if you're finding this one quite tough. Just rest the hands either side of your body. You want to be able to just let the shoulders come back. If the hands are too far forward, your shoulders will roll. And then lift up nice and tall, so you'll feel the back across the shoulder blades connecting to the wall, and then draw your head back. So the back of your head should be against the wall as well, and you're just looking straight ahead. So you'll probably find you've got a natural curve at the base of the spine here, so you'll probably find you can just slide the hands in there, and that's okay. Draw toes up towards your face, push the heels away. So you're just getting a feel for how it feels to feel that you're lifting up tall through your body, lengthening out through the legs. Take a few breaths here. You can work on squeezing the legs together a little, so you're engaging the muscles down through the legs. Breathe in and out through your nose if you comfortably can. And release. So if you're beginning here, I suggest maybe working with the wall a few times, maybe trying to do it a couple of times a day if you can, or at least once a day, until you get really used to how this feels to kind of lift up tall. You start to get that, how it feels to engage down through the legs. Then you can start coming away from the wall and literally just walk away maybe an inch or so you can still feel where you should be drawing the shoulders back and bringing the head back, and you'll feel the difference then, and you'll really be using your center to help you stay nice and tall. So breathe in here, draw toes to face, and just breathe in and out through the nose. And then you can set a timer on your phone, so maybe work 10 seconds to begin with, or you can count your breaths, so maybe counting inhale as 1, out as 2, and work probably around 5 of those. Just set a really short time to begin with, and then just release, then come back into it, work that 10 seconds again, and then release. And I would do that maybe 3 or 4 times, and that's your kind of routine for a few days. And you'll find then, if you start nice and small, you'll be able to build up in increments. So you maybe then push it to 13 seconds, 15 seconds, and just build up really slowly. If you try and go for 30 seconds or a minute to begin with, you'll end up losing the lift, the back collapses, and you're holding yourself, but you're not actually doing any good. So build up nice and slow, really small steps. Just try and build it up a little further every few days, even if it's just a few more seconds or a few more breaths. So just to recap, you're pushing through the heels, getting a stretch down the backs of the legs, squeezing the legs together. Hands are back far enough so the shoulders stay nice and open. You're engaging your core, lifting up through the center, and your head's drawn back, so you're not looking up. You're just bringing it back enough so you lift and get a nice lengthening up through to the top of the head. And release. Any questions? Just give me a shout.